What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another beer review. Today we're looking at what I think is the first Barrel Age Series beer of 2024 from Founders, and it is a KBS variant. This is their KBS Spicy Chocolate. Says on here it's clocking in at 12% ABV, bottled on 12/27/23. Got the 12-ounce bottle going on this one. It does have a little spiel on here. I'm not going to read that yet because I think it gives some tasting notes. Might come back around and read it after get a little sip on it. But I tried to look on Founders' website to see if this was in fact the first one of 2024. Looks like they're doing a little revamping of their website. So this one wasn't on there. Couldn't tell if it was the first Barrel Age Series beer of 2024, but I'm calling it. It is. Can't wait to jump into it. Founders glassware, because it always tastes better. Kind of pouring out a darker cola color. Got a nice, half to 3/4 fingers of head, that kind of mocha tan colored head. Holding up to the light, I do see a little bit of light coming in the bottom little lip down there, but overall it is a pretty dark beer. Not completely pitch black, but yeah, a little light going through. Head's kind of sticking around a little bit. It does have a better head than some of the previous KBS variants from the past couple of years. I'm digging on that. Yeah, nice creamy kind of head going on with that. Interesting. Let's get a nose in her. Yeah, smells like a good KBS. I'm picking up those typical kind of KBS notes. You get your chocolate, your kind of coffee going in there, a little roastiness. There's some woodiness to it as well. There is something else in there. Is it a pepperiness? I can see where it could be, but it's not like a discernible pepper, like heat pepper or like pepper skin type thing going on there. But there's definitely something in there that's kind of jumping off that's not quite your typical KBS. Maybe a faint pepper skin action going on there. Diving in. Cheers. Okay. So this isn't an overly spicy beer. It does have a little mild kind of, it's not a hot kind of peppery thing going on. If anything, it's more like a kind of like a pepper skin type thing coming, maybe like a roasted kind of pepper, because it does have a little smokiness to it. You do pick up all those typical KBS notes. You do get some of that chocolate, but I'm not kidding. Like the fudgy chocolate that I usually like in like a good KBS. This one kind of puts off more of a kind of like a bitter baker's chocolate type thing going on. But I think that kind of plays nice with what the chilies are. It's kind of like one of those like candy bars that you get, kind of that, you know, one that has like a higher cocoa ratio, like a cow type thing going on with those like peppers, that flakes you can get in some stores. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of this. Towards the back end, there is kind of that espresso coffee note that kind of comes in. That's really nice. To me, this finish is like a little dry. It, there's a woodiness to it that I think kind of like dries this out on the finish. I'm not mad at it. I kind of enjoy that. Yeah, they melded the spices in this really nicely. Like I said, it's not like overly peppery. It's not overly hot either. It just kind of plays nicely with those base KBS things. It says spicy chocolate. There's a, it's not as spice. It's not like a real spice. It's just kind of a nice peppery, little bit of heat. And the chocolate is what I usually pick up on your typical KBS. With the chocolate syrup edition that it said on the side, I thought that there was going to be a bigger punch of like chocolate. And with the syrup, I thought it was going to be like a sweeter chocolate instead of that bitter chocolate that's kind of coming across on this. But I'm not mad at it. %. They had it real nice on this. Yeah, it's very, very drinkable at 12%. I do like this one. I think I like this one better than both of last year's releases, the KBS releases, the blueberry and the cherry chocolate one. I think I prefer this one. I think you get more of like the good KBS notes. And that kind of like little heat thing, I think it's kind of nice. As I'm talking, haven't taken a sip in a little bit, I do feel a little tinge of heat like right there in the throat. But it's nothing that's like off-putting or overpowering or anything. It's just kind of a little heat. And it's definitely a spice heat. It's not an alcohol burn type thing that's going on there. It's definitely kind of a chili or a pepper type thing going on in there. I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. I wish also that it had a little bit more body to it, but KBS as of late, I don't know. They just seem to have a little thinner body than from back in the day. This one is not as body forward as I would like this beer to be, but it's still a winner in my book. Ran me, I want to say it was like $7 for a bottle, $23.99 for a 6-pack. All day long in my book. I'm a big fan of most KBS releases. This one, while it's not one of my top 5 favorites or whatever, it's still really, really enjoyable. I picked up a 4-pack, so I'm glad I have some more to go back to. Really, truly enjoy this beer. Spice is still kind of lingered in there. I dig it. Yeah. That's all I got for this one. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of it. Hope you find one to enjoy as well. Cheers. Oh, I said I was going to read the back of it. Thought I forgot. It says, KBS Spicy Chocolate is a blend of sweet and spicy that come together like a sensory symphony. This batch of KBS made with dried chilies and chocolate for a rich mole-inspired punch of flavors. Expect dark chocolate and dried peppers with hints of smoke. I think I said that it was a little smoky. Cool. And a spicy finish that lingers just long enough to be cooled by your next sip. A unique and unexpected twist to our KBS. Yeah, that follows suit. For sure. If you've seen the channel before, you know every year I try to get all the barrel age series that at least they put up on their website, because those are usually the nationally released ones. Obviously, this one's going straight to #1 because it's the only one released this year. Do I think it might fall? I don't know. I really don't know. Last year's beers I think were a little lackluster until CBS came out. This one has a strong contention. I do like this one a lot. We'll just have to wait and see. Now I'm going to enjoy the rest of it. Cheers.